Today I'm out in my little hoop house and I'm going to show you how I plant my tomato seeds. I'm going to be planting the Better Boy hybrid, and it's 20 pelleted seeds, and pelleted seeds don't last as long as unpelleted seeds, so I will plant these all today. They usually just last in a year, I think, but anyhow, this is the information on the back. This is an indeterminate tomato. It will just nearly grow forever, really tall. This is my potting soil. It's a premium potting soil, and I'm just going to water it. I want to dampen it, have it moist, but not really wet where water will run out of it. You want it to hold together, but no water to drip out of it. I'm going to plant in these cups, and that way I won't have to bump up as quickly. I always pre-moisten my soil, because if you put dry in here and then you put your seed on it and then you water it, it's like the soil repels the water and it just beads up and your seeds float off. Not a good deal. So just moisten this. You don't want to have it too wet or your seeds will rot. And I'm just gently pressing this down so that there's no air space, and I want to plant it, have my soil about to the top of that little line so that I have some room, so when I water, it'll run all over the place. Now you'll look to see on the back of the packet to see how deep it says, and it says 1/4 inch, and I've already went through here and just mashed my finger gently and made a little indentation about 1/4 of an inch deep, and I'm going to drop a seed in each one of those. Usually I do 2 seeds per container, but this one only has 20 and this is 18, and these are the pelleted. So and I do have more seeds in the house, but I'm just doing this today just to show y'all how I plant. But anyhow, there's the seeds. And like I said, that will make them not be good for very long, but it sure does make it nicer picking them up. And I do have extra, so I'm going to do this to the side, and then that way if they do come up, I can break it apart and transplant it out of a container. And actually, whenever I'm going to plant 2, I usually will do on the diagonal, and then that way I can split that and get it out of there easier. But don't plant them in the same hole, because if you have to, well, then it makes it hard to separate them, and you'll tear the roots off of them getting them out. And then you're just going to come back and kind of pinch your soil over it, and then you're going to firm that down to make sure that the soil is in contact with your seeds. And we're aiming for 1/4 of an inch. And don't mash real hard, just enough to make sure it has good contact. It's my water container. And I just water it in to settle the soil. That one's not covered up. To settle the soil around the seeds. Now I'm going to take this vermiculite and just sprinkle a little bit over the top of each one of the little containers. I'll just put a thin layer, and that will help to keep the seedlings from dampening off, and also fungus gnats don't like to build on top of it, so it kind of helps with the fungus gnats and with your seedlings dampen off later. I've got my humidity dome on. This will help keep the moisture in while the seeds germinate, and I'm going to go in and put it underneath the grow lights inside my house. And here we are inside the house. There's a heat mat. It's actually one right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Low light in here. And then my seedlings are underneath grow lights. And today is January the 13th, 2024. And I have my grow lights on a timer, and these come on about 6 a.m. and go off at about 8 p.m. This is the Farmer's Almanac, and in case you want to plant by the moon, above ground crops, and this is the dates that they recommend planting. And today is January the 13th, and I've planted my first round of tomatoes. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.